particular. When you see guys like that who are rewarded, how great does it make you feel as a coach at this development level of professional basketball?
It's great. It's great. It's a true testament to the staff, the support staff, the training staff for keeping these guys available, keeping them hungry. They've stayed hungry. They've kept each other hungry for all this, and they've helped each other out between the lines. And so, I always say this thing is not about me. It's about these guys uplifting each other, helping each other get there, understanding where each other is in each other's career. And we've had a lot of good things go our way so far. So looking forward to seeing what we have the last few weeks.
Now the good news coming into this ball game is it feels like the whole gang's back together. Tosan Aloma expected to get some minutes today. He's been getting some run with the Pistons. Jared Rhoden, Stanley Amude, Buddy Boeheim, Xavier Simpson, the whole crew is here. How much of a sigh of relief can you breathe here? You got all your boys back together again.
I can breathe. It's great. To be whole with the whole team in this league. I've learned that it's tough. It's challenging, and we've had a lot of moving parts all year, but these guys have hung in, done the right thing. They've been true professionals the entire time, given the circumstances. So to see your team whole in your home building is awesome. So really looking forward to how these guys put it together with all, 12, 13 guys we got.
Yeah. So last weekend, you didn't have every piece. You had a bunch of those pieces, though. Dropped a couple of road games. What did you make out of that 2-game road swing over the weekend?
The first one was just break got us. It's the schedule and just getting back, trying to get our legs back under us, shorthanded, which was tough against a team that's revamped with a lot of good NBA players, former NBA players, and that sort of thing. So they took care of business. And then the next game in Delaware, playing the top team in the league, with a lot of veteran, experienced guys and everything. We took some good things from that game. We just turned the ball over way too much, flinging the thing all over the gym, but we executed in different situations that we hadn't seen all year, which was encouraging to see. Some of the voices that got behind our group were pretty cool to see as well. And then our reinforcements, these guys who have just come in the last couple of weeks trying to figure it out, the Devin Higgs of the world, the Sam Peaks of the world. Those guys are awesome, coming in, helping us out, and really jumping on the learning curve quick. So it was a good trip overall.
You just alluded to it, that break, which obviously coincided with the NBA All-Star break. How hard is that for guys who maybe they left town, even if they stay in town, they're not working out like they were? How hard is it to get them back into quote-unquote fighting shape after a few days off?
Really depends on your group. Some guys, they stayed and were going to be in the gym regardless of break, what have you. Those championship teams, they know how to stay ready. They understand how to manage that type of break and that type of situation and stuff like that, and to come back the right way. And so, it's really just an experience thing. It's part of the process of getting them to understand how they mentally need to get back and lock in, mentally understand where we are in the season with our record and what's at stake, who we're playing the next couple weeks. And so a lot of it is between the years. All of it's between the years. And, luckily, I'm fortunate enough to have a group where a lot of that stuff registers. So really proud of this group, really excited about this group, and looking forward to today.
You alluded to some of the good news over that elongated break. One of the bits of good news, Buddy Boeheim signed a new 2-year, two-way contract. And this is a question uniquely someone like yourself can answer. Over the weekend, Buddy's dad, Jim, was honored at Syracuse and at the Carrier Dome. I know it's the JMA Wireless Dome now. I'm going to call it the Carrier Dome until the day I die. He was honored for that legendary career he had at Syracuse. As the son of a longtime head coach yourself, what kind of pride do you think Buddy was feeling when they gave his dad his roses the other day?
Unbelievable. His level of success. I've had the pleasure of being around Coach Boeheim with the Olympic team when he was with my dad and everything. Just big congrats to him and everything he's done for the sport. Everything he's done for college basketball. That's awesome. Well deserved and everything. And Buddy's the ultimate pro, the ultimate human being. Just one of my favorites. Grew up kind of in the same deck of cards as trying to figure it out as the coach's son and the basketball junkies as well. And he just put his head down. He's one of those guys who's been all over the place, minutes-wise. Shots been on, shots been off, everything, but he's hung in. He's been an everyday guy. And, we're really, I value him to the max. And so really proud of him for what he's done. The organization values him as well tremendously. So really proud of how he's gone about his business this year.
And then as we get ready for this game, just coming off that Delaware game over the weekend, oh, by the way, now you got to play Indiana, who's one of the other best teams in the league, littered with guys like Isaiah Wong, Oscar Shibwe, who are the stars of college basketball.
And so, today, 11 o'clock, it's about showing up, having fun, spirit of the game, respecting the game, playing the game the right way, doing the right thing. And so, ready to get after it. I'm ready to get after it. I know they are as well. Indiana's very, very, very well coached. They are a tremendous, tremendous basketball team. They represent the G League very well. So much respect to those guys. Looking forward to competing today.
I'd ask you if you had enough caffeine, but I imagine you just wake out of bed ready to go. You just jump up and you're ready.
I'm running on 2.5 hours, so I'm psyched. I'm ready to go. Let's get it done.
No time for sleep for Jamal McMillan. He'll get a nap after the ball game. Coach, appreciate it.
Yeah, we're good. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Tip coming up between Indiana and the Motor City Cruise. As Coach just said, this is a big one for the Cruise. Haven't beat the Mad Ants yet this year. Tip-off and a chance to finally get them on a special morning ball game. Starts right after this. Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
By any means necessary, everything I'm doing is legendary. Step in my office cause I'm a boss, not a secretary. Second to none, I am primary, not secondary. Give me the throne, I'm crown taking, I'm about to make the ground shake. Yeah, this is a rude awakening. Still got it on lock, you ain't getting the combination. About to shock the whole world, I am ready for detonation. This is not a conspiracy, come with that Big Bang Theory. I'm just getting started, time to turn it up. Going off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, yeah, I make it boom. Boom, yeah, I make it boom. Boom, yeah, I make it boom. I'm coming with it, you feel it, I make it boom, boom. I know you feel it, boom. I know you feel it, boom.
Great to have you inside Wayne State Fieldhouse. Boy, do we have morning hot action and vibes on Education Day, the final one of the season for the Cruise. He's Evan Stockton. My name is Chad Bush. Glad to have you this morning, Evan. A good feeling inside this building, a lot of electricity, but it's a meaningful game for both teams. Why?
It's a meaningful game specifically for the Motor City Cruise because they've got the band back together. Tosan Uoma back from the Pistons. Roden, Amude, Boeheim, Johnson, all back in the lineup with the Cruise. Excited to see what they can do against an Indiana Mad Ants team that nearly won the Showcase Cup. Oh, by the way, against a team in Westchester that we're going to see a couple of times over the weekend against the Cruise. As we're talking about, look at that starting five. Everybody back together. And when you look at the starting five for the Mad Ants, you've got Oscar Shibwe, who was one of the best players in America last year at Kentucky. Alfred Payton, who was a top 10 pick once upon a time. And a guy that I am excited to see, Kyle Mangus, a player who the G League is made for. He went to Indiana Wesleyan, an NAIA school, the best player that school has ever had, and now he's doing darn well with the Indiana Mad Ants. Really cool story, Chad.
It's a good team in the Mad Ants as well, and they're winners of 3 of their last 4. Meanwhile, the Cruise, you saw the starters there, and Evan told you the band is back together under Jamel McMillan in his first year, and some promotions to go with it. Maybe some guys can relax. They get back Tosan Uoma, which I think is the best acquisition they could have made, getting him back. Tell us more of what Tosan Nwoma can do tonight.
Well, what Tosan can do is, he's going to come back a confident, motivated player with that NBA experience, both with the Pistons, and don't forget, he signed a 10-day contract with the Memphis Grizzlies earlier this year. But just his ability as a lengthy, stretchy ball player to do things on both ends of the floor are going to help combat that guy in 44, Tshiebwe, who is a problem for anyone he plays.
Tshiebwe to jump it up against Jace Johnson. It's welcome back for Jace Johnson as well. Carol Isles will elaborate more on that later, but he had an assignment with the US of A. We're underway. The Mad Ants with it. Third best in the Eastern Conference right now. Mangus out of Indiana, the hometown kid. Back to the right wing. Tshiebwe jump shot from distance, no. And the former Kentucky star, as Evan told you, can't get the Mad Ants to convert on trip one.
You know, Chad, that is a big shot for Tshiebwe to keep working on. That's one of the things that is not allowing him to stick in the NBA, just not enough of an outside shot.
Jace Johnson back to Xavier. Boeheim 4-3, Splash City for Buddy Boeheim from Syracuse.
Big weekend for Buddy's dad. Jim was honored at the Dome on Saturday in a win for the Orange against Notre Dame. You know Buddy wants to play darn well today.
Congratulations to Buddy. Since the last time we've rock and rolled, Buddy has signed a 2-year, two-way deal. So congratulations for him. That's huge. You'll recall he had it last year and had it not this year to start. Xavier Simpson with a rip and a drive and a score, and the crowd jumping early, 5-0 Cruise.
These type of games where you start at 11 in the morning and with all the school kids here, so imperative to get off to a good start for the Cruise, especially too, with how good the Mad Ants have been all year long.
Mangus left wing leaves it for Bradshaw. Bradshaw had a big night in Detroit the last time the Mad Ants were here. Fader, long corner left, no. Tshiebwe says, give me that pill and a fresh 15. Back out, rip and drive. Brown lays it in.
That's the problem with Tshiebwe. You have to box that dude out. He's listed on the roster at 6'8", 255. He somehow looks bigger and stronger in person. Going to be a load all day.
That's before he ate mini-me this morning for breakfast. Boeheim back to Simpson. Simpson rip drive, can't finish at the rim. Here come the Mad Ants with numbers. On the run, Brown to the rack, laying good. And a 4-0 run as this a one-point game.
And as you would say, Chad, fresh feed from Elfrid Payton. Once upon a time, a top 10 pick in the draft, 10-year pro. He knows the score by this point.
Out of Louisiana Lafayette, Xavier attacking aggressively early, nothing new there.
Smallest guy in the court, biggest heart, always finds a way to get inside.
Right to Lima, Ohio, miss short range. Boeheim with a rebound. Right wing for Amude for three. Long with it. Johnson fumbled it. And here comes Tshiebwe and the Mad Ants down 3.
That's follow Stanley, as we were talking about a couple of minutes ago, Chad. When he misses early, sometimes he gets frustrated.
We'll see how that lingers in this possession. Mangus, 4-time Conference Player of the Year at Indiana Wesleyan, missed it, but Tshiebwe's right there to have his teammates back.
Oh, by the way, that's already 2 offensive rebounds for Oscar Tshiebwe, and we've barely played 3 minutes. Clearly, that will be something we must focus on as this game rolls along. Tshiebwe's ability on the offensive glass.
Boeheim from 16, no. Tshiebwe says, give me that biscuit, and here comes the former Player of the Year in college basketball, 2-time consensus All-American. Right-hand layup, no good, missed, bounces out. Rodin on the run for the first time today. Back to Boeheim, down the boulevard, kick out of Amude, 4-3, long. And Bradshaw let that go. And here come the Mad Ants looking for their first lead.
Right now, Jamel McMillan on that sideline for the Cruise, clapping still with a happy look on his face, because although Amude missed it, that's the right play. Boeheim, the drive and the kick out. And frankly, that's a play that does not happen for Buddy Boeheim last year. His ability to drive inside and put on tape to other teams. You got to respect my mid-range game. Set that whole play up for the Cruise.
He really has improved his other areas of scoring. Mangus gets one to roll home from 18. stepping out, doing what he does best, cleaning up jump shots.
Another guy who is pivotal for Indiana with his ability to get inside, because he's known for his three-point shooting.
Johnson from Roden, no, but a foul. And that's going to go on Will Voorhees, another small college player out of the state of Ohio from Notre Dame College. That's different than the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame and South Bend.
You're saying South Euclid, Ohio is different than South Bend, Indiana? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, both Rust Belt spots that you and I have traveled through in our broadcasting careers that we trade for other cities, but a lot of respect for both cities.
Hey, man, a night spent at Fiddler's Hearth in South Bend is a good night.
That is. And with good company, always. Fun to be had. Not exactly fun, Wayne, Indiana.
That's true, the Paris of the Midwest.
That's right. You spent some time there. We know all about it. Muncie, Funcie is a good place, too. Mad Ants down 1, 7:30 left. Mangus high on the right, and a ticky-tack call off the ball. And Buddy doesn't appreciate it. The Crews are happy to be home. They lost 2 straight on the road to the Swarm down in Carolina, and then to the Bluecoats in a tight one, down just 3 points in that one. But they've lost 3 of 4. Crews trying to get things back. This is where they feel like they have something to settle on. In the final 12 games of this year, Evan, this final quarter of the season, they're ready to make a run.
Yeah, so if you want to use the analogy, the season's a marathon, the toughest part of the marathon, they tell me, because I'm never going to run one, is it's 26 miles. The toughest miles are 20, 21, 22, because you're getting close, but you're not there yet. That's the part of the year the Crews are in. So to get these guys back now, huge momentum boost.
Payton with it, step back, 16-footers, an air ball, and that's a violation to boot. How about the defense for the Crews early in this game?
Yeah, love it. That's outstanding defense, airtight, and a good set there by the Crews. Considering within 2 seconds, Boeheim and Amude both pick up a couple of ticky-tack, questionable fouls, stayed locked in defensively, and that's why that Indiana coaching staff may have their hands full in this ball game today.
That's Tom Hankins, the head coach. He's in his 4th year, started his coaching career as an assistant head coach at Oral Roberts, where he cut his teeth for quite some time. Crews by 1 and with it. They've led the entire way. Boeheim, rip, drive, new two-way deal, feeling right. Back out to Roden. And a foul on the floor that'll stay here. That's going to go back on the big boy Voorhees, working against JJ.
It's already 2 on Will Voorhees. As we go to our first media, Chad, I wonder if Indiana forced to go to the bench with Voorhees, who really doesn't like the call. He's in the official's face right now.
Sheboy to check in. When we come back, we'll step aside in Midtown Detroit. Thanks for joining us. Good morning. Give us your bagels, give us your coffee and the donuts. Talk to you in a minute.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
The future of the NBA, that's starting today. Welcome to the NBA G League. Today, we're panning for nuggets of gold, searching for what's never been seen. Today, watch us set new trends and crown new kings. Today, we're igniting the sparks that's blazing new trails. Buckle up and watch today's G League become tomorrow's NBA.
Good morning. It's Education Day. A lot of energy, a lot of excitement. The kids are here to watch a basketball game in the G League from the NBA. And Evan, they're being entertained to a 1-point affair right now. This game living up to expectations.
Yes, it is. Crew's doing a nice job holding down Oscar Sheboy. Just 2 points and a couple of boards so far in this game. Crews need to start hitting some three-pointers, though. Just 1 of 4 from behind that long line with some good luck so far.
All right. Crews on the attack. Floater in the paint. And how about that little root beer float from Roden? Crews +3.
The physicality of Jared Roden is so underrated, but at 6'5", 210, he can make a living doing that all day.
You bet. 12-footer fader is fresh. That's Kendall Brown out of Baylor, a one-time highly touted prospect.
Former 5-star, still a young guy, just a 20-year-old from the suburbs of the Twin Cities. Like his game, he can do a lot of good things for the Mad Ants.
You bet. Right point, Simpson, Crews by 1. They've led the entire way, but it's been tight. Trying to get back after dropping a couple straight. And the captain from distance, and the Crews are +4, matching their largest lead.
Nice to see Xavier active early for the Crews. 6 already. When Xavier's right, a lot of good things happen. That's not good news, though. That's already another personal, the second on Stanley Amude.
Mangus getting loose on that left baseline. And they're going to say he was going up with it. And that's going to force Jamel's hand to the bench.
Yep, that's going to force Stanley to come out and Tosan Awoma to come in. Curious thing in this game, Tosan Awoma and Isaiah Wong, couple of outstanding players who both played in the Sweet 16 last year. Tosan with Princeton, Wong with Miami. Both didn't start this game, but Wong about to check in.
Wong, a two-way player as well. ACC Player of the Year a season ago. Mad Ants within 2, 5:40 left. In the block, Jace Johnson against Sheboy. Nowhere to go, and he threw it away. Bradshaw on the run, feeling good in this gym. Had a career high his last time here, and Roden says, let's jump it up.
That's so good, man. His ability to stay low defensively as Bradshaw tried to prance his way by him. Literally, Jared just sticks his mitts in there, grabs that ball, and forces a tie-up. Really good stuff from number 8 in red, white, and blue.
It's the kind of presence defensively that they love about Jared Roden, his two-way ability. No three-point attempts yet in this ball game by the Mad Ants. Very disciplined, poised team. How about that athletic ability? But Pedro was Johnny on the spot, caught it, stole it, and got fouled.
Heck of an effort by Tosan just to keep the thing alive, but that is the unfortunate circumstance sometimes. When you fly into the stands to save the ball, you're just throwing it blindly backward. You have no idea where it's going, so watch it here. Tosan saves it, but he literally threw it right to Bradshaw, and if Pedro scored, he probably should have gotten an assist.
2 points for 1 free throw in the G. As you know, we're tied at 14. 2 touchdowns aside. Simpson rips, roars between 2 defenders, and Sheboy comes and swats it. And Johnson over the back, frustrated, picks up the foul. That's his first. And, man.
I mean, Simpson frustrated here. He thinks it's a goaltend. You be the judge. I think that's a clean block. I think Sheboy got that thing before it was at its arc. Tough to tell live, and you can understand Xavier's frustration. But we'll keep saying it because it bears repeating. Sheboy's a problem in there. A couple of offensive rebounds. I know just only the 2 points, but another block. He's looked really good so far for the Mad Ants.
Sheboy was not with the Mad Ants the last time these two teams played in Detroit, the game that we covered. Line left, Sheboy. Oscar Sheboy sinks it. So, first lead of the day, or the morning for the Mad Ants. Tosan Awoma, fresh off a two-way contract signing. Buddy Boeheim, fresh off a two-way contract signing. They say, hey, let's do this together. Nate Knight's checked in, and he walked down the avenue, no call. Got it back, puts it up. and Sheboy cleans it up again. There's a lid on that thing for the Crews.
And I'm glad you say night walk, too, because I'm looking around going, as I'm the only one who noticed that, that was too many steps.
It's about 4. It's a generous crew today. Kevin Fahey, Italo Arajo, and Gina Catarizanti. Buddy Boeheim again with a deep bomb. That was from Hamtramck, and the Crews regain the lead by 1 with 4:20 left.
And a great job by Xavier to get it right in his shot pocket. Again, Sheboy inside is just a nuisance.
Got behind Nate Knight, and it was nighty-night. Sheboy gets position, nobody's in his way. Watch out. And the thick-chested center out of Kentucky will go line left.
You think 6'8", 255 is thick-chested?
Oh, man, is it ever? And it's thin-waisted.
Seriously.
He's in pretty good shape, man.
Yeah, I mean, this is a well-built human being. There's a huge reason why a lot of people thought he was the best player in college basketball last year at Kentucky.
Played his first 2 years at West Virginia before moving on to play a couple at Kentucky. Durable, too, 107 games played in his time there. Hook pass by Captain Hook. Tosan, kick, Simpson unselfish, Roden, rip 3, got it!
That's basketball in 2024. Tosan Uoma driving baseline, sucking the defense one way. Simpson the extra pass, that was pretty.
The band back together, and it looked smooth there, and so did that stroke. That's Kendall Brown out of Baylor with a deep one. Mad Ants back up by 1. 9 points for Brown to lead the way for the road team. Tosan floater in the paint, and the Crews just can't score much. From that paint, Sheboy with a left-hand runway run out, bang! And the Mad Ants have their largest lead of the morning.
My goodness, was that athletic from Sheboy.
No one in his way either, and if they are, they move. Payton with a lob, Brown with a hang and bang from the right short corner. Jamel McMillan seen enough. He wants timeout in Detroit.
The Indiana Mad Ants having their own personal dunk contest. Couple of dimes down the floor. Sheboy flying in the air looking like Jordan with that left-handed finish. And then the lob to Brown. Got to slow down the momentum because when Sheboy's coming down the lane like that, clear the runway. Brown as well. Hello.
At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
All right, it's game time. We gotta watch the Bucks game too. Giannis already got 20 points in the first quarter.
League pass goes hard.
Hey, check out the Heat. Jimmy Buckets is on fire. The Lakers and the Nuggets are in OT. Oh, Luka just put a dude on a poster. Jalen Brunson out there snatching ankles. Ooh. Go back to Golden State. Home team view.
This is NBA basketball at its best, folks. I'm never leaving.
I'm gonna want you to leave eventually. After basketball.
Crews right now watching a Mad Ant run, a 7-0 run, Evan, which has them out to their largest lead.
Yeah, and that's why Jamel McMillan called the timeout. He knows in these rhythms and flows of a basketball team, sometimes you just got to take a breather. Back-to-back dunks for the Mad Ants to give them their largest lead. And now an interesting rotation. You get Roden and Uoma on the floor, but also Higgs, Chandre Jones, and Nathan Knight. I don't think we've seen this combination all season.
No, we haven't. And we'll see how they work together. Jones to Roden. Rip drive, Roden laying good. And the Crews find a little love down the avenue and in that paint.
Big sequence in the ball game with this different rotation in for the Crews and Indiana leaving in most of their starters. Crews don't want to fall behind by 8 or 9 going into that second quarter.
Mad Ants won the last time these two teams played. It was in Detroit, and it was on the 1st of this month. 3 ball, no good. That's by McGee, who's checked in. And here come the Crews. Roden for 3, Splash City. And the Crews continue to do some work from distance. 5 of 8 from downtown now.
And that shot was set up because of Jared's drive to the bucket earlier. Indiana's concerned about that. They gave him a little too much room. Roden was ready.
Sheboy settles for a 17-footer, and it's a swish. And the Mad Ants stopped the 5-0 run that tied the game. Toussaint swirls, twirls, left hand lay it good off the top of the glass, and he says, I got hit in the head too.
Man, this is a good basketball game so far.
Back and forth we go. Brown, the star of the show for the road team. He's got 13. He's got a hoop and a harm.
I mean, the thing about this game, too, is I know it's 29-27 with 1:40 to go in the first quarter. The compete level is high. The defensive effort, it's there. It's just the offense and the shot making is better. They say good offense beats good defense, and that is what has proven itself out in this first quarter. Been impressive.
You know, usually in these early games, the first quarter is like, walking in quicksand, watching. And teams take some time to get used to it, and it's understandable. It's off schedule. At least one of the teams. Both teams, to your point, are on point in a big-time way.
And that's what Jamel McMillan told us before the game. We're ready. We know they're going to be ready. Let's get this thing going.
Roden trying to start things. Sticky on this set. 4 on the clock. Floater, Nate, hit from behind, and a late quiet whistle on that floor. Boy, you can't hear the whistles. There's so much noise in this building. It'll go on Sword, the veteran out of Mississippi State. Line right Crews to try to cut it to 1.
Sword saying, come on, I got all ball and I got position there. I don't think it was a foul. Break, though, for the Crews that sends Nathan Knight to the line. Let's get another look at it here. That's close. Looked like all ball in the replay.
It did. Might have got him up the body in the back, potentially, but I'm with you. It looked cleanish. Knight says, I'll take the free throws and the 2 points. His first of the game. Crews down 1 from the Mad Ants. 70 seconds left in this first quarter. McGee floater from 8, and it falls off. A living wrong roll, and here comes Toussaint.
How in the world did that not go in?
I don't know. I'm not saying he's living wrong, but the roll was. Dead spot right, 3 by the lefty Knight. No, but how about Higgs? Who's got his back off the bench quietly. When did he even check in? Here's by 1, 47 seconds to Sheboy to hurt and rupture that rim. Oscar with 12.
I know the rim on a basketball hoop is an inanimate object, but I imagine when Sheboy's rolling to the rim like that, the rim is thinking, please don't hurt me, please don't hurt me.
Where's my pillow? Roden from the left elbow is fouled and grabbed onto, and that wasn't even close.
Poor Craig Sword checks into the ball game and promptly gets 2 personal fouls in 45 seconds. Been impressive to watch the Crews work offensively, specifically Jared Roden. Reggie Butler says this all the time on our broadcast, Jared's ability to set it up inside, drive it in, and that's all set up as well by some gorgeous pick and roll action, and Sheboy making some shots of his own early.
Offensive rebound. Roden to make it burn. Bang! Crews by 2. Roden with 13 to lead the Crews. Shot clock's dark, 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Darius McGee from Liberty with 8 seconds to work. Sheboy has been the star in this first half. Banker off the glass with 4 ticks to go. Roden has to run out quickly. 2 seconds, 1 second at the buzzer. Jones, he'll know. And we've got exactly the same result that we started with Nothing solved, Evan, but a lot told in this first quarter.
Man, that was a great quarter of professional basketball. High compete level, both sides. It's not even lunchtime yet. Oscar Tshiebwe is a problem. I don't know how you defend this any better. Dude's just bigger and making it happen for the Mad Ants.
Every morning, I woke up with stabbing pain in my feet. Plantar fasciitis, the doctor called it. All I know is it really hurt. One visit to fix my feet today and the pain was gone. And even better, the custom arch supports I got worked in all my shoes.
Don't wait. End your foot pain now. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
The NBA app is everyone's app. Everyone looking for a bandwagon. Every statistician always in the weeds.
Points, rebounds, assists.
Every streetwear king who's here for the drip. Every Nuggets fan still reigning like a champ. And everyone else on this floating basketball we call Earth.
At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
All right, it's game time.
We gotta watch the Bucks game too. Giannis already got 20 points in the first quarter.
League pass goes hard.
Hey, check out the Heat. Jimmy Buckets is on fire. The Lakers and the Nuggets are in OT. Oh, Luka just put a dude on a poster. Jalen Brunson out there snatching ankles. Ooh. Go back to Golden State. Home team view.
This is NBA basketball at its best, folks. I'm never leaving.
I'm gonna want you to leave eventually. After basketball.
Welcome back. Cruz and Mad Ants tied at 34. Let's go down to Carol Isles.
Yeah, well, the Crews were able to welcome back a familiar face in Jace Johnson after he represented Team United States in the first window qualifier for the America Cup. Now, in that first matchup, they took on Cuba, ended up splitting in the matchup, winning the first game and unfortunately dropping the second one. But Jace had a great outing. Between the two games, had 20 rebounds, 17 points. The next round of that qualifier takes place in November when the United States welcome the Bahamas and Puerto Rico here to the States, guys.
Thanks so much, Kara. Yeah, what an honor for Jace Johnson to be a part of those trials and tryouts. Layup good with the goaltend. Jace had a 23-point effort against Wisconsin last year. He's been a fine addition for this team, and good to see him get some love by Team USA.
Absolutely. One of those guys with the loss of Jonte Porter and David Nwaba early on who has been a focal part of the Crews and kept him afloat down low all year.
Terrell has checked in. Ryan Terrell. 3 no good from Jones. Higgs, Terrell, Tosan Awoma, along with Nate Knight and Jones. Right wing 3, that's Wong from distance. And the Mad Ants, just like that, are +5. Shot up, did they count it? No, wave it off, but a fine move. Awoma lobbying his case. Ball out of bounds, sideline. Far.
Tosan saying, come on, man, I just came back from the NBA. That is a continuation up at that level. Come on now. On the floor, it looked to me like a foul on the floor. Here's another one. I don't know. That's pretty close.
It is. Meanwhile, back the other way. Tosan with an identical shot. Rebound, Knight. Tip back good. And the foul. I think they're going to count it. Aaron Smith says count it. And I trust what Aaron Smith says.
And you get a foul on Oscar Tshiebwe, who maybe you just saw in the replay, taps his chest going, that's my bad. Got out of position, and that allowed Nathan Knight to score the 2 and get to the line for 3.
Yes, sir. That helps. Within 2 now. Opening minute and change of this second quarter. Had an active first quarter that saw Indiana shoot 57%, Cruz shot 50%, and Wong from the same spot deep again. He's got a quick 8.
Didn't score in the first quarter. He's going to score in every quarter the rest of the game. I guarantee you that.
Terrell to Higgs for 3. Back iron, no. Sheboy with a big boy rebound. And that's his 7th already of the ball game. Wong trying to stay hot. Long corner left. Fader, no. Finally a cool-off point, and here comes Jones and the Cruz on the push. Awoma against Mangus. Terrell topside for 3. No mazel tov.
Different color yarmulke for Ryan, by the way. We've switched to red.
He's got some swag on that department, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Banker good, Wong heating up. He's got 10 in the quarter, on tilt, and the Mad Ants have their largest lead of 7 in Detroit. Nate on the left wing. Cruz facing their largest deficit. Nate Knight, corner kick. Jones for 3. No. Terrell with a hustle, but it's Sheboy with his 8th rebound, and the Mad Ants looking for more. Wong, the hot hand. McGee step back rainbow, air ball. And a curious shot for this efficient offense.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. They've taken darn near a good shot every time on the floor so far tonight. I don't know what McGee was doing.
Might get him checked out of this game. That's a foul on the floor before the Terrell shot. It'll go on the Mad Ants. And it looks like it's going to go on the Sword, who's had a rough, foul-frenzied morning in Detroit.
Yeah, that's his 3rd, and he wants a replay, but I don't know if you're allowed to replay with 9 minutes to go in the first half. Yeah. Let's take a look.
Tom Hagen says, let's just get you out of there.
Yeah, I mean, that's a foul, too. He reached in. That's a foul.
Yeah. Terrell will check out. Cruz will check. Amude back in. Simpson back in. Jones out. Terrell out. And Tom Hankins has seen enough. We'll take a timeout with them. 9:07 to go in this second quarter. The Mad Ants on a run. Can the Cruz stop it? Come on back to the D right after this. You're watching Cruz Basketball.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to Fix My Feet today, and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing.
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
The future of the NBA, that's starting today. Welcome to the NBA G League. Today, we're panning for nuggets of gold, searching for what's never been seen. Today, watch us set new trends and crown new kings. Today, we're igniting the sparks that's blazing new trails. Buckle up and watch today's G League become tomorrow's NBA.
Welcome back to Detroit, Wayne State Fieldhouse. There you see the Eastern Conference standings, and you talk about the Mad Ants tied for 3rd. You talk about the Cruz in 9th place. Both teams with goals still within reach with these standings, but with 12 games left roughly for both teams, it's time for both to make a move.
Yeah, and specifically this weekend for the Cruz. Today, this morning, playing one of the best in the league, the Indiana Mad Ants. And then this weekend, a team that's not even on the screen, Westchester, who has struggled after Showcase Cup play. They're actually last in the Eastern Conference with a 6-16 record. So if the Cruz can get out of here with a win today, set yourself up to win 2 over the weekend against that struggling Knicks team, and you're right back in the thick of the playoff fight. It's why we keep saying what we've said so far this morning. It's a huge day of basketball for the Cruz.
And as you said, 3 straight home games. Time to make some money because then you got to go back on the road and play 5 straight on the road. And
exactly.
It's been a tough place for the Crews to win, as many teams this year, away from the friendly confines. Wong had it blocked, somehow saved it out to Brown. Mad Ants with their largest lead of 7. Crews trying to stop the bleeding. Sheboy 2-time. Twists, turns, puts it up, and scores it, and that is why that guy has been unstoppable for teams this year.
I mean, with moves like that, I just don't know how you defend it. Seriously, 16 points already for Oscar above his season average.
The skill set just doesn't match the body type. Amude for 3, no. And I can imagine for some teams it doesn't pass the eye test at first, second, third glance. But you got to imagine there's a home for him somewhere in the NBA.
I mean, when you're putting up numbers like he has all year, yeah, there's got to be someone who's going to give him some run up there consistently.
Yeah, there's a steal. Brown Mangus all alone for 3, no. Crews dodge a bullet. Here they come, down 9, needing to have a profitable trip here, Evan. Simpson for 3. Man, it's been a cold streak for the Crews, who've been stuck on 37.
Yeah, they've scored exactly 3 points in this second quarter so far.
All alone, Wong with a hammer, and what went wrong there? Jamel McMillan wants to find out. We'll take a timeout in Midtown Detroit. 7:36 to go. Mad Ants by 11, Evan.
It's the team that's already beaten the Crews 3 times this year. And today they are showing out. Drive, find Wong, impact off the bench.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. We all know that our wives and daughters deserve special attention, but that's especially true when it comes to their knees. Do you know that females are at a 2 to 5 times risk compared to their male counterparts when it comes to blowing out their knees? It doesn't seem fair, but it's true. The reasons include the way females are made and the way they fire their muscles. But fortunately, there are injury prevention programs out there that can greatly decrease this risk of injury. And if you do know a female who blows out her ACL, don't despair. We have neat, innovative, minimally invasive ways to fix their knees and get them back onto the field. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Hey, it's game time.
We gotta watch the Bucks game too. Giannis already got 20 points in the first quarter.
League pass goes hard.
Hey, check out the Heat. Jimmy Buckets is on fire. The Lakers and the Nuggets are in OT. Oh, Luka just put a dude on a poster. Jalen Brunson out there snatching ankles. Ooh. Go back to Golden State. Home team view.
This is NBA basketball at its best, folks.
I'm never leaving.
I'm gonna want you to leave eventually. After.
Welcome back to Wayne State Fieldhouse. Good morning. It's 11:40 a.m. local time, Eastern Standard Time. Wherever you're watching in your G League world, thanks for making us a part of your day. He's Evan Stockton. My name is Chad Bush. Alex Westfall back behind the dials. Casey Buford engineering this program. Evan, your thoughts on this game thus far?
Well, my thoughts are great first quarter. The Crews have scored 3 points in the second quarter. That's not going to get it done. And they've got all the starting 5 back on the floor save for Higgs because they need some points right now.
Who can get them? Who can do it? Can Amude do it? No. Tough luck roll there, bounce out. And Brown on the run. He's had a big day, 14 points. Drive to the hole in the air, and back in the game is Alfred Payton, the former top 10 pick in the NBA, showing why.
Yeah, and remember what we said about Stanley, top of the broadcast? He's got to score early. Well, he didn't score in the first. He still hasn't scored in the game.
Johnson up and under, missed from short range, tapped it back up and scored it over Oscar, and that's notable.
I'm not sure if Jace or Oscar Sheboy tapped that in, but we'll give the point to Johnson, and the Crews will take that in the worst way.
Oh, interesting. We'll have to see the replay of that one. Brown with a show and go, and he glasses it up and good around Roden. Wow.
That's why he was a 5-star. That's why every big school in the country wanted him. Baylor Bear making it happen and still just 20 years old. Best ball is in front of Kendall Brown.
16 points, 4 rebounds a game for him. Good size at 6'5". Amude flat with that shot. Oscar leads the break. Brown on the run out. Lay in good. All too easy and the Mad Ants have built up a 15-point lead in Detroit.
But if you're the Crews, I don't know how you're frustrated because that was the right find to Amude. He's just not making the shots. It's there. How frustrated can you be?
Yeah. Tough night for Stanley. 0-4. Johnson down low, bullies his way in, can't get it to finish. And here come the Mad Ants with a 3-on-3. Payton with some handle show off. Higgs says that's enough. And how about the hustle of Higgs? The Atlanta native. Left-hand scooper, Brown, and it's just been his kind of morning. He's got 18, and the Mad Ant lead is now 17 with 5.5 left until the break.
This was a 34-34 game at the end of the quarter.
Right. Amude from the corner, and it's just not there. Credit the Mad Ants, but you're right, the Crews are getting their looks at it.
It's a 22-5 run for Indiana.
Yikes. Wong to the hole, count it, and the foul. Oh, Isaiah, what a second quarter. Give him 14.
I mean, this is a runaway freight train named the Indiana Mad Ants in this second quarter. Crews can't stay in front. Roden got lost. Wong gets the step, the hoop, the harm. I don't know how the Crews stop this right now.
This has been a heavy dose of rip drives against some of the Crews' best defenders. And just getting outworked here. They'll get Brown a rest. Crews will also sit down Stanley Amude. Mad Ants are up 20, just like that. This is a game at which the Crews led for most in the first. Their biggest lead of 5. Simpson alone. They beg him to take a 3. He says no. And Jace Johnson says yes. The tip in off the Simpson miss.
Somebody just has to find offense for the Crews. Johnson doing it on both ends. Crews ball. How about that block?
Two-handed swat into the head of Pedro. Nobody's voting for Pedro there.
I knew you were going to make that reference.
I didn't last time, and I regret and resent myself for it. So I made sure I did it early. Road jumper, no good.
We're going to have some tater tots for lunch at halftime?
Oh, that's awesome. Maybe, Tina. Banker, no good. Rebound, Roden. And a late whistle over the back on the Mad Ants, who are up 18.
It's the third foul on Voorhees. I mean, when I'm looking at Indiana here, yes, it's balanced scoring, but it's balanced scoring between 3 guys. Brown 20, Wong 15, Sheboy 16. Even I can do that math. They have scored all but 8 of Indiana's points. It's a 3-headed problem, Chad.
It's been quite the trio. 4:20 left. Mad Ants by 18. Crews looking to find some offense. Boeheim a good source. At least it was in the first quarter. Nothing home there. Pull up Wong, 18-footer off. Roden with a box out. 3-on-3 developing. Pull up, JR, triple. Back iron, miss, no. Buddy fights for it. And his 17-footer's true. 3:50 left. Buddy with another biscuit. Give him 8.
Great effort by Buddy, and now we go game within a game. Final 3:45 of the quarter. You got to try to get this thing to single digits before the break. It's going to start on both ends, and this can happen sometimes. When a team like Indiana builds a huge lead, the urgency just isn't there. You sometimes fall asleep a little bit and step out of bounds when you don't mean to, like Bradshaw just did.
We'll see if the Crews can't take advantage of it. Turnover, Simpson. Frustrated with himself, no time to waste. Mangus the other way, draws the foul, and he'll go line left.
It's a couple of careless turnovers on Simpson today, an absolute rarity. There are a few guys in the G League you trust to take care of the basketball more than Xavier, but I don't know what he was looking at there. Tried to throw it into 3 different guys, and that allows Mangus to get on the run out and get to the line.
It's been a different team in this second quarter. How does a team go from such an efficient first quarter to such a drop in performance and efficiency in the second quarter like that?
Well, frankly, for the most part, they're getting similar shots, specifically from 3, but the Crews have just been ice cold from 3-point land in this second quarter, specifically Stanley Amude, who somehow has still not scored in this game.
Tosan Awoma to try to heat it up, and he does. A quick one from the kid from the UK. Left-hand layup, no. Off the hands of Voorhees, who's back in there. And with Oscar resting and Brown resting, maybe the Crews can make a move here. Buddy Boeheim to lead the charge. Kick out, Simpson. Down low, Jace Johnson again for 2.
That's the Xavier Simpson we know and love. Jace flashes to the bucket and Xavier whips a two-hand pass to him before he even got there. Gorgeous feed.
Yes, sir. Wong had it stripped by Buddy Boeheim. 3 on 3. Buddy will back it out and wait for his teammate Jace Johnson. Simpson. Start, stop, reset. Roden, elbow, got it! Big bucket for the Crews, who've reached half 100 in Detroit, down by just 11.
It's amazing in a professional basketball game how quickly things can flip once you just see some baskets fall, right? Crews saw one go in and went, that's what that feels like. All of a sudden back to 11.
Roden with 15, a team high. Payton against Simpson. Floater short. Johnson with a big boy rebound. Here come the Crews, looking to get this thing to single digits. Roden the hot hand. Johnson rolls. Lost it off his tips, and the officials say, we didn't call a foul, so we'll keep the ball with you.
Crews got away with one there, to be honest with you. Roden stopped the dribble too early. Looked like he wanted to shoot. He never did, and then forced to bounce a pass to Johnson that had steal written all over it. Crews got lucky.
Voorhees checks out. Wong checks out. Sheboy back in, along with Brown. Tom Hankins making some moves. Simpson, no. Johnson down low, couldn't hold on. Wants the foul, didn't get it. Here comes Mangus and company. Sheboy down the avenue. Watch out. Hanger, banger, and a glider.
This dude doesn't dunk. He doesn't just dunk. He dunks with reckless abandon. Wow.
And it's contagious. Feel that vibe up here. Roden. A show and go. And an easy lay-in after a fine move.
And that's what hitting all those threes earlier in the ball game does. It stretches the D. It makes Alfred Payton get in the air and allows Jared to get an easy deuce.
17 for Roden. 11-point Mad Ant lead. Sheboy in the paint. No good. Johnson with another rebound. And here come the Crews. Looking to get it under double digits before the break. Toussaint all the way. In the blue sea and gold that just parted for him.
Here we go. This is where the Crews wanted to be going into the break.
Short corner right, fader no, and Roden and Toussaint are letting the far side official have it. That's Kevin Fahey.
Man, I have to get another look at that. Payton shooting on Roden, the second on Jared. Look clean live. Oh, there's a foul in there. That's a pretty good push.
That's Italo Araujo, by the way, not Kevin Fahey. Sorry about that. Either way, it was the right call. Just want to get the right guy. Alfred Payton line left. The pride of Louisiana Lafayette. Missed the shot. Crews say the ball don't lie.
Thanks, Rashid. Great American poet. I miss him daily.
9-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Crews trying to get a little closer. They've been down in this game by 18, and they've cut it to 9 here. Buddy Boeheim to get it to 6. No, in and out. 7 seconds left. Mad Ants have to hustle. Payton with it. 1 second at the buzzer over Roden, no. And that's where we head to break. Crews down 9 after the Mad Ants run in the second quarter. It was dramatic.
Yes, it was. Indiana outscoring the Crews at one point in that quarter by 20 points, but the Crews get it to 9. Man, that Buddy Boeheim 3, if that thing drops, that is a big potential momentum shift. Still, though, you get it to 9. The crowd, the kids are back into it. There's juice on that bench. I think we've got a fun second half coming up here at Wayne State Fieldhouse.
Meanwhile, Kara Lyles is standing by with assistant coach David Noel. Kara, take it away.
We're good. Right here. Yep. All right, Coach, you guys came out hot, started off strong that first quarter, seemed to cool off a little bit there in the second quarter, but you kind of picked it back up. What needs to happen to keep that offense steady in the second half?
Just keep moving the ball. We got to try to attack the paint a little bit more. We're living and dying by the three right now. We're getting open ones, which those are the ones we want to take, but we got to mix in a little bit of paint touches too.
How do you guys begin to address Shibwe and how to better defend him in the second half?
The boy is a monster. Like you just got to match his physicality. Got to try to keep him off the backboards as much as possible, and you got to do it with 5 guys. It just can't be one. We definitely got to keep him out of the paint, though.
All right, thanks so much, Coach. Good luck second half. Chad?
Thanks so much, Kara. Appreciate that. Great insight from David Noel. Evan and I will break down this first half, highlights, stats, and much, much more. We've got our special guest, Mr. Maurice, is in the house. Kara Lyles will speak with him later on in the broadcast here at halftime. Right now, it's the Mad Ants by 9 over the Crews. We're coming back to Wayne State Fieldhouse in just a moment. This is Crews basketball.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Did you know that kids are not little adults when it comes to sports injuries? That's because of something called the growth plate. Growth plates exist all over the human body in our growing athletes. They're actually little cartilage discs that exist at the end of all the long bones. It's simply where a kid grows. The problem is that the growth plate can be the weak link. What might be a sprain, a strain, or a tear in an adult when they hurt themselves can actually be a growth plate fracture in a kid. So it's important, if your kid has hurt themselves and they're not using their arm or they're not able to put weight on a leg, come see one of us, get an x-ray, and make sure it's not a growth plate fracture. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Take a look around. Did you really expect it to be different? A city built on big ideas and big dreams. Where bad boys became legends. And going to work means more than just clocking in. Where champions inspired the next generation. Where the soul of the city sounds so different.
Call it hustle.
Or whatever the Detroit you want to call it. Man, we do what we do. Every day, every drive, every shot. We're always working. Always Pistons. Always Detroit
The future of the NBA, that's starting today. Welcome to the NBA G League. Today, we're panning for nuggets of gold, searching for what's never been seen. Today, watch us set new trends and crown new kings. Today, we're igniting the spark that's blazing new trails. Buckle up and watch today's G League become tomorrow's NBA.
Chad and Evan back with you. Good morning. Right now, the Mad Ants on top 63-54 on Education Day. A great crowd here in Midtown Detroit. Evan, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, my thoughts on the first half are awesome first quarter, 34-34, high compete level on both ends. Something just happened there. The first half of that second quarter for the Crews, Indiana got the thing up to 20 and a great pushback by the Crews. So now it becomes for Motor City, how do you get closer? How do you get this tied? How do you take the lead, get it over the finish line in the second half? Coaching staff just told Kara, I think they're saying, look, I don't know if we can stop Shibwe. We can slow him down and try to make other people beat us. Problem is those other people are beating him. Brown and Wong, you have to stop their driving ability and force them into tough shots. And if they make the tough shots, cool, whatever. But you got to make Brown and work harder offensively in the second half. And then for the Crews, simply put, start hitting shots because they got the looks they wanted at a lot of points in that second quarter, but just 28% from three. Of the 25 they've taken from three, Chad, I'd argue at least 20 of them have been quality looks. You just got to hit them.
And perhaps a change in what Dave Noel said, maybe not taking so many threes, maybe attacking the paint. Sheboy's an intimidating guy, but hey, look, like they say in football, if you're going to blitz, go right at that guy.
Well, especially, too, Jace Johnson does have 8 points, and he's battled in hard in there. He's back from Team USA and given a good effort today. So I understand Sheboy already has a double-double, but yes, you can't be afraid. Sometimes to beat the bully, you have to go at the bully.
Kendall Brown with 20 points to lead the way, a perfect 9 of 9. 17 points for Jared Roden, 7 of 10. Very good as well in this game. 5 rebounds to boot. It's the Mad Ants by 9 at the break. We're coming right back. Kara Lyles with Mr. Maurice when we come back to Midtown Detroit. Thanks for watching. Good morning, everybody. This is the Preps coverage on Cruise Basketball.
At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
I love running and working out, but my heel pain was devastating. So I go to fix my feet today, and in about 30 minutes, I walked out pain-free and could not believe it.
Even if you think you tried everything and nothing has worked for you, call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
All right, it's game time.
We gotta watch the Bucks game too. Giannis already got 20 points in the first quarter.
League pass goes hard.
Hey, check out the Heat. Jimmy Buckets is on fire. The Lakers and the Nuggets are in OT. Oh, Luka just put a dude on a poster. Jalen Brunson out there snatching ankles. Ooh. Go back to Golden State. Home team view.
This is NBA basketball at its best, folks.
I'm never leaving.
I'm gonna want you to leave eventually. After basketball.
The Motor City Cruise has the ultimate fan experience. There's something for the whole family. Whether you're battling it out with Turbo, hitting the party deck for your birthday, performing at halftime, chopping it up with players, or just enjoying some good old Detroit!
Welcome back here to the Field House in Detroit. I am here with the CEO of Elite School Management, Maurice Evans. Maurice, how are you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you for asking.
Why don't you start off by telling us a little bit about yourself and how you kind of grew into this role?
Well, I tell you, it was truly an unbelievable situation. I was actually offered an opportunity to sit on a planning commission for our charter school. And I took that upon myself to do and learn a lot about charters. And we came across a great opportunity in Detroit where our first school was located, which is at 7 Mile and Lasser, called Detroit Service Learning Academy. So I've been a part of that for 22 years, but we've added 2 other campuses throughout our time in the educational industry.
What is the mission of your guys' brand? What are you guys setting out to accomplish?
Well, you know, our mission is to be able to provide our children with a lot of great foundation in education. We have a service learning model where we have our children go back out into the neighborhoods that we represent and also where they live at and give back to that neighborhood. Help clean it up, make sure that, you know, our seniors are well protected, and also kind of take ownership of the school district within itself.
You mentioned, you know, how much you do for the community of Detroit. How do you guys continue to keep that standard and, you know, kind of raise the bar as it goes on?
Wow, great question. You know, I just believe that what we have to do is just continuously look for greater opportunities to educate our community, making sure that our children understand that we are a product of the neighborhoods we come from, also making a clearer understanding that with greater opportunities inside the educational foundation, things will truly get better for them and the neighborhoods that we serve.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the relationship that you guys have with the Crews?
Well, I tell you, it's a relationship that I honor very closely to my heart. I've had a great opportunity to work with Anna and also with Avery. Our relationship began about 3 years ago when we were given the opportunity to be a major partner inside this facility. Sports has always played a very large part in the things that we do inside of our school district, and we just decided that we would like to be a major part of this and make sure that Motor City Crews understands that we support them 100%.
Sports are just different, right? They just kind of have a different effect on people, you know, in some sort of fashion. Have you seen that and noticed that during your time?
Yes, I have. You know, I have to tell you that sports has truly given a lot of the children inside of our educational community the opportunity to believe in themselves. You know, it's about self-confidence. It's about understanding that with believing in yourself and working as a team, you can go as far as you like to go.
Well, we have seen a lot of that today. It is Education Day here at the Crews game. I'm not sure I've ever seen it this loud in the field house before. Just talk about how special it has been to be able to invite all of these students out here today.
Well, I tell you, we're represented today by 300 students from all three of our campuses, 100 from each campus, which is Detroit Service Learning Academy, Redford Service Learning Academy, and Oak Park Service Learning Academy. And it's very special to them because these are children that come to school each and every day to put forth their best. And that's what we continuously ask them to do. You know, there's going to be days that you're not going to have the right stuff. You know, you're going to miss a shot or two. But we just continuously offer them opportunities like this to come out and be a part of just a great organization with great people that's looking to make sure that kids are important and getting the right things that they need.
Well, it's a great thing that you guys do, and you can tell by the show out here today. Maurice, thanks so much for chatting with us. It was great to have you.
Thank you very much.
All right, we will be right back from Detroit.
By any means necessary, everything I'm doing is legendary. Step in my office cause I'm a boss, not a secretary. Second to none, I am primary, not secondary. Give me the throne, I'm crown taking, I'm about to make the ground shake. Yeah, this is a rude awakening. Still got it on lock, you ain't getting the combination. About to shock the whole world, I am ready for detonation. This is not a conspiracy, come with that Big Bang Theory. I'm just getting started, time to turn it up. Going off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, yeah, I make it boom. Boom, yeah, I make it boom. Boom, yeah, I make it boom. I'm coming with it, you feel it, I make it boom, boom. I know you feel it. Boom. I know you feel it.
This copyrighted broadcast of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA G League.
So as we're looking at the highlights from the first half to start the second half, you're going to see a lot of back and forth action early, and then the Indiana Mad Ants pulling away briefly in that second quarter. before the Crews got it back to 9 as we approach the start of the second half. Chad, what are some of the keys here for the Crews to keep coming back against one of the best teams in the league?
I think they have to be patient offensively. I think they need to spread the floor. And I think they need to not settle for threes any longer because, yes, 7 of 25, too many threes. We heard David Noel say that. I think they have to be more patient offensively, not settle for threes. It's tough against this Indiana defense, too. But that's the key to the second half for them offensively.
And when you look at Indiana offensively, a lot of that dude, Oscar Tshiebwe, who already has a double-double, and a lot of him too. Isaiah Wong, Kendall Brown, those three in the first half combined for 53 of Indiana's 63 points. We'll keep an eye on 10, 21, and 44 in white and blue in this second half. First possession, first shot of the half for Roden, picking up where he left off in the first half.
By far has been the Crews' best player in this game so far, and he does pick up where he left off. Good sign for the Crews early.
Jared had 17 in the first half, and now the first 2 in the second. Tshiebwe on Johnson. Your matchup down low all day. Tshiebwe sets the screen for Payton, bounces it back to him. Johnson fouls him, and he's right back to the free throw line.
I think the Crews are trying to see how long they can go without doubling Tshiebwe. But eventually I think they need to double Tshiebwe. They started to dig there a bit with Simpson, but they want to see if Johnson can hang with them here. And he's just a problem, as you called him earlier, physical and fleet of foot.
A well-built player down low. Tshiebwe 6'8", 255, and you said it earlier, it's not a fat 255. This dude could be a tight end in the NFL, it looks like.
He's put together right. You better get out of Motown before Dan Campbell gets a look at him.
Well, the Lions are good at tight end. Sam Laporta's just fine.
I could use him on the defensive end side.
Simpson driving, missing. Guess who with the rebound?
Brad Holmes would find a way to get him on the field.
Oh, look at Boeheim. Looking like Ife Melifonwu picking that pass off.
That was good.
Back to Jared Roden. Once again, Aiden Red, White, and Blue is smoking hot.
Keep feeding him. Keep feeding the kid from Long Island, New York. He's feeling right.
6-point game. Mad Ants led by as many as 20. Isaiah Wong, the former Miami Hurricane. Driving left, missing the shot. Rebound tap to Amude. Numbers for the Crews. Amude, no. He still hasn't scored in this game.
They need to get him off the schneid, but how about the block by Jace Johnson to start that and get the Mad Ant stop?
Mangus off a great find from Elfrid Payton.
He's such a fine combo guard, great look and vision.
2 minutes into the third quarter. Roden scored all the Crews points in this quarter. A little bit short that time, another Tshiebwe board.
Yeah, and that's kind of a settle offensively. That's not what they want to do in the second half.
Mangus, no. Tshiebwe, Johnson battle again. Jace wins at that time on the boards. Simpson fouled. Tshiebwe and Brown converge. They get Kendall Brown for the personal.
They've challenged Jace Johnson at halftime to step up. And not that he doesn't do enough already, but Tshiebwe's a different kind of monster, if you will. And he looks like he's up for the challenge early on in the second half.
Boeheim up for the challenge that time, scoring on Mangus.
What he does this year is not what he did last year. He is a complete player this year, and there you see the drive and the finish.
Big reason why Buddy over the break signed a new contract.
Absolutely.
Tip and a steal for the Crews. Do they get closer? Back to Buddy. Sizing up Wong. ACC on ACC. Syracuse drives on Miami, and Buddy's going to the line.
Orange on orange, ACC, that rivalry and that take had it all. And Buddy wins it. He'll go to the line and show off his skill set. Look at this, just a bully ball. We're used to buddy ball, not bully ball. But Buddy Boeheim's added some muscle, and he's added some confidence in what he can do in so many other areas in his offensive game. And we haven't talked about his defensive end. It gets overshadowed, but he's improved defensively as well.
As a certain broadcaster in this town would say, don't look now, it's a 4-point game.
How about it? Welcome to the G.
Amen. Things can change quick down here. Mangus blocked by Amude. Stanley's got the ball, throwing it ahead to Roden. Roden on the attack. What a day for Jared. That's 24 already.
Just gliding like a gazelle to that hole on a mission to get those points. But how about the defense on the other end and the steal for Stanley? It stayed with him on the other end, even though the offense isn't working right.
Mad Ants need a bucket all of a sudden. Peyton falling away on Johnson. Shibwe rebound and finish.
Two-handed, just a problem in the paint. 40th point of the night for the Mad Ants down there, where they've dominated.
22 for Shibwe. Wrap around pass to Johnson. Battled for in the corner. It's out of bounds off Shibwe, who had his big body on that floor.
Simpson's just been gambling his tail off today. I don't know what happened last night to him, but he just wants some action today. And he's trying to needle some passes down there and do some things we haven't seen. I'm not going to question the captain hook, but this hasn't been his normal passing type game.
3 turnovers in that first half.
Yeah.
Another one. Shibwe the steal. Give up Brown. That is easy for Indiana.
Yeah, live ball turnovers against this club, just give them 2 points or 3.
Amude finally has a basket.
That's important. Mark it down. Took him to the 8-minute mark of the third, but that's notable.
Got a whistle here, halting play.
Shoe untied Simpson, the right foot. And a break for all.
It's important on Education Day that someone's tying their shoe. One of the first things we learn when we get to school.
Yeah, and I wonder if he's going to do the double knot and show off a little bit, because sometimes the kids need to know about the double knot.
You a double knot guy?
I am at times if the laces are appropriate for it. But as you know, like sometimes the shoelaces are too short or too long. It just, it just depends. It's a feel game.
I like tight shoes, so I have been a double knot guy from the moment I learned to tie shoes.
I learn more about you every broadcast, and that is good. You're wearing some sweet kicks, by the way. Can we get a shot of those?
Yes, I'm wearing shoes that look like SpongeBob for the youth. Brown, fall away, Jay. Great shot for Kendall.
He stays hot. He hasn't missed a shot yet. Kendall Brown, I have him at 10 for 10 in this game. That's like an Arby's.
Thank you. It's lunchtime. I'm hungry now. Give me some curly fries, please.
I got you. Hang tight.
Roden wants a little help. Boeheim gave him the help. Shot fake. Back to Jared Roden. This man cannot miss.
How about the road dog? Jared just doing it. Taking the team on his back on a night where the offense is just still sleeping since that first. Doing his thing.
27 for Roden. Brown. Too many shuffles of the feet. That's a walk. And our first media timeout of the second half. Indiana led by 20 in the first half. Welcome to the G League, boys and girls. Things change fast. 6:45 to go in the third. 3-point ball game in the Motor City.
At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
The future of the NBA, that's starting today. Welcome to the NBA G League. Today, we're panning for nuggets of gold, searching for what's never been seen. Today, watch us set new trends and crown new kings. Today, we're igniting the sparks that's blazing new trails. Buckle up and watch today's G League become tomorrow's NBA.
Playing a little 2K when you're not watching the real thing here at Wayne State Fieldhouse on Education Day. We have officially reached the early afternoon in Midtown Detroit. Good ball game brewing here, Chad. Give the Cruise credit. Down by 20 in the first half. All of a sudden, 3-point game. What's changed for them here as of late?
They have not settled. They haven't settled for the outside shots. They've attacked, and really the defense has set the tone. They've been able to get steals and score in transition and get some easy buckets. They've got a Mude going now as well.
That time, Owoma met by Pedro Bradshaw. First turnover of the quarter for the Cruise. Shebue banging on Jace Johnson, and he got the roll. You honestly wonder sometimes how you stop Oscar Shebue when he gets those shoulders turned.
Man, just a machine down there, automatic from under the rim within 2 feet. Bullies his way down there. I mean, Johnson's a big dude, 7-footer, got some girth to him. Oscar doesn't care. And one.
I mean, if the Cruise are the good guys today, if they're the Avengers, Shebue is some sort of supervillain they have to face. This dude has 24 points and 18 rebounds, and we're not even halfway into the third quarter. My goodness.
So good. Cruise have had an answer at times with Jace Johnson, but he's on the bench now. See how Nate Knight matches up with Oscar.
Simpson step back three, not there. He only takes about 3 3-pointers per game. Hasn't made one yet today. Isaiah Wong stepping back for his own 3, and that one's cash.
He had a huge second quarter, I think a 14-point quarter, and man, is he crisp. 7 of 10 in this game.
Roden, rainbow good again, 29 for JR.
Not to be outdone by JR today. How about Roden? He's been the truth.
Wong back on the other end for Indiana. Roden's only missed 4 shots all day, by the way. Shebue, a rare miss, and the Owoma rebound.
Yeah, and the volume's there. He's taken 18 shots.
Tosan, blocking foul on Isaiah Wong. Isaiah tried to get those feet set. The initial call was a block, and that's what they keep.
Yep, his second foul. Tosan gets the call. Coming off that 10-day contract he signed with the Grizz. Congratulations to him. And the Crew said, wait a minute. We're going to sign him. We want him. And the Pistons signed him to a 2-way. Crews have said goodbye to Malcolm Casalon. All kinds of promotions for the deserving ones. Boeheim as well a part of that.
Simpson's been here all year, and he just picked up the second foul on Wong in 10 seconds.
You know, you touched on something that maybe gets overlooked. He has been here all year, and he's played in essentially every game and started every game. He has 37 of 37, the only guy on this team. An organization needs a guy like this. And Xavier Simpson, beyond the numbers, does so many little things. He's a leader, but he's durable. You can count on him. And you can't say enough about the way that Jamel McMillan feels and this organization feels about what Xavier Simpson's done for them this year.
Got the live and right roll there. One of the only things Xavier doesn't do well is shoot free throws, just 69%. Got that one. Wong slipped, but kept the dribble.
Yeah, but remember what he was at Michigan with his free throws? It was a train wreck.
Yeah, the improvement has certainly been there since he became a pro, for sure.
It has.
Tosan into the lane. Good defense by Bradshaw. The clear for Brown. Down the lane. Up. No. Wong threw it off of the Cruise. Xavier leading the charge. Simpson for Boeheim. Quick trigger. Buddy's got it from 3.
Such a nice transition from defense to offense, and Boeheim with beautiful spacing. Cruise within 1 all of a sudden, Evan.
Down 20 in the first half. Isaiah Wong, not even close. Cruise can take the lead.
They've got numbers.
Buddy Boeheim, he got it again.
Buddy Boeheim with another one. Give him 18. And he's been that Robin to the Batman of Roden today. How about the Crews with their first lead since the first quarter?
folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Did you know that kids are not little adults when it comes to sports injuries? That's because of something called the growth plate. Growth plates exist all over the human body in our growing athletes. They're actually little cartilage discs that exist at the end of all the long bones. It's simply where a kid grows. The problem is that the growth plate can be the weak link. What might be a sprain, a strain, or a tear in an adult when they hurt themselves can actually be a growth plate fracture in a kid. So it's important, if your kid has hurt themselves and they're not using their arm or they're not able to put weight on a leg, come see one of us, get an x-ray, and make sure it's not a growth plate fracture. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Chad, is that a fox? What do we have going on here?
It looks like a honey badger, I think. But whatever it is, it's very cool. And these are scientific things that students can do and see animals that are passed away and back today in front of our very eyes for educational purposes.
Always a fun day at the minor league level of sports when it's education day. You start the game a little earlier in the morning, but that allows students to come on a field trip, and they are enjoying a heck of a basketball game. Crews were down 20. Now they're up by 2. What's changed here for the home team?
A 26-15 run here in the third. What's changed has been the defense and the pressure and closing up that paint, getting steals and getting offense off of those steals.
Mangus fall away Jay, and just like that, we're tied again.
Yeah, it's still an efficient Indiana offense if you give them time and space. Mangus doesn't miss much with that kind of room.
Simpson, Knight, Awoma, 3 of the 5 on the floor. Back to Tosan, back to 2 more, and back to the Crews lead.
It's a nice dial-up by Jamel McMillan to get Tosan in the mid-post in the paint, let him do his thing. He's automatic from that range as well.
9 and his return back to the G League level. And still plenty of time to go for Tosan. Bradshaw spinning and scoring through some tough road and defense.
He's streaky, man. And this guy gets going, watch out. He's already felt good in this arena earlier this year on the first of this month.
Simpson spin cycle. Skyhook just would not fall. Indiana throwing it up to Mangus, who missed. Boeheim for Simpson. Boeheim on the go. Buddy's starting to feel it. Fall away Jay, blocked by Voorhees. Number 41 hung tough down there for Indiana.
Bit of a force by Boeheim. I think he felt really good in that set. Voorhees a little more athletic than he looks. Fine block.
Bradshaw with space. Off the front of the rim, and Simpson fouled by Bradshaw, the guy who missed that shot.
Yeah, and it's a good catch by the official, Kevin Fahey, who was behind the play just ever so slightly. Tripped him up inadvertently. Another look here. After the miss, Simpson wanted to start it behind the back. Little trip, but it's a foul, and it's going to put Simpson line left to try to unlevel this game.
Already a couple of made free throws in this third quarter for Xavier. The definition of a stat sheet stuffer. 9 points, 8 assists in this game, and a chance to add to it. Not that time. Rebound, ping-ponging off the limbs. It is saved to Wong, who's trapped in the backcourt. And Ants get over the timeline in time. Bradshaw hopping into the lane, in and out. And Voorhees was out of bounds.
Crews are starting to get those 50-50 balls. One way or another, it's starting to level out, and it's not by mistake. It's by the hustle and the extra things they're doing, paying attention to defensively, and a little extra effort in this third period.
Not only were the Crews down by 20 in the first half, they trailed by 9 coming into the half,
right.
into the second half.
That's right.
Jared Roden and a big reason why they've climbed back. 29 points. That was his worst shot of the day. Wong sees some space. Throws it up wildly. Voorhees cleaned it up.
Thought he might have traveled, but crazier things have been called. Good cleanup there.
Higgs for Knight. Tosan Owoma. He walked.
Yeah, and Tosan's complaint is, I walked, but I got pushed off and fouled. But to no avail. Cruz will go to the bench here. Here's another look. And, he is European, but the Euro step doesn't always go 4 steps.
Oscar Shibwe back in, trying to post up Knight. Mangus throws it back outside to Sword. His entry feed to Shibwe got tipped. 8 on the ticker for the Mad Ants.
You can see the defensive intensity by the Crews really starting to elevate, and guys are starting to dig in. Amude sat down right there, forced to pass out. Good effort defensively right here.
Isaiah Wong. Higgs stuck to him like glue. There's that good defense.
Absolutely.
Owoma tries again, and he kissed it off the glass with his left hand to tie it.
So good at finishing at that size to be able to get up and down the court, Evan. Very impressive. Here come the Crews tying it again.
Mangus with Amude on his back. Got the shot to go. Indiana back in front.
Just a shot maker with, again, space and time. Off balance doesn't matter with this kid. Pride of Indiana.
12 in the game for the guy who played NAIA ball at Indiana Wesleyan. Grew up in Warsaw. Nathan Knight with space. Shibwe, another rebound, because of course.
Another rebound is right. They're piling up, Evan.
Isaiah Wong, 3 short. Simpson let it go out of bounds, and that was a wise decision. It was out of bounds off Indiana.
Oscar Shibwe now with 24 points and 20 rebounds in this game. And we've got a full quarter left in 33 seconds.
9-second difference shot and game clock here. But the way the Crews are coming up the floor, they will not try 2 for 1. And that's going to be impossible now because we're under 24 seconds.
Strict instructions, though, from Jamel McMillan. He knows what set he wants here.
Owoma kicking to Simpson. Shot clock running down. Xavier scoop not there. And a time taken away for the Mad Ants.
Huge stop for them. See if they can score before the buzzer.
Payton with 3. Alfred Payton with 1. Got it! And a big sequence for Indiana to grab a 4-point lead off to the 4th.
Former top 10 pick for a reason. He can get you an iso ball and finish you like a burnt brownie. A bucket at the end, and it's a big one. Offhand, left hand laying good. Let's go to the 4th with a 4-point game.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to fix my feet today, and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing!
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
The NBA app is everyone's app. Everyone looking for a bandwagon. Every statistician always in the weeds.
Points, rebounds, assists.
Every streetwear king who's here for the drip. Every Nuggets fan still reigning like a champ. And everyone else on this floating basketball we call Earth.
At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
The Motor City Cruise has the ultimate fan experience. There's something for the whole family. Whether you're battling it out with Turbo, hitting the party deck for your birthday, performing at halftime, chopping it up with players, or just enjoying some good old Detroit!
Heck of a ball game brewing. Indiana nursing a 4-point lead as we go to the fourth, and we go back downstairs to Carol Isles.
Yeah, Evan, well, on Tuesday of this week, the Motor City Cruise were able to visit the Detroit Academy of Etiquette, where they learned everything etiquette, you know? They were able to learn things like how to become a good conversationalist, how to navigate a difficult place setting, which honestly is much harder than you would think. They got to enjoy some good food, hang out with each other, use it as a team bonding. And one other point that they made sure to teach them was to have a quality first impression, which based on the beginning of this game in the first quarter, guys, both teams are pretty good at.
Yeah, seriously, a 38-all game in that first quarter, and now 88-84 as we get to the fourth quarter. One little postscript, Chad, on that story. I don't want to go to the etiquette place because then I'm going to find out I'm actually not a good conversationalist, which is awkward when I do this for a living, you know?
I think you would pass with flying colors, man.
Well,
That's
thank
one
you.
of your skills.
But I'm just not going to go to the etiquette place just in case, you know?
Well, you don't need to go to it to take it. You need to go to teach it.
Wow.
Mr. Etiquette.
Make a few extra bucks?
Yeah, and those glasses are good etiquette as well, I think.
Thank you. Nathan Knight shot faking. Back to Chandre Jones. Chandre throws it out to Higgs. Owoma in the corner with a shot clock running down. Somebody's got to shoot it. Tosan finally did.
How about that? How did he get around the defender and extend, reach, and lay it in at the horn? Wow. Playmaker. Creator.
Answered that bucket to start the quarter for Indiana. Payton through contact. Got the shooter's roll.
This guy, Alfred Payton, something starting to come on.
6 in the game for Payton, who does it in a lot of different ways for Indiana. Devin Higgs driving baseline. Knight threw it right to Payton. Alfred's all over the place to start this quarter. Finding a open teammate. Mangus missed it. Owoma rebounded it.
Cruz lucky to avoid that live ball turnover that resulted in Mangus missing a wide open three.
Jones misses a wide open three of his own for the Cruise. Payton again likes this matchup on Jones. Spinning on him, shooting, missing. Shibwe rebound and finish again.
Pretty solid job by Jones, but there's this man called Oscar in the middle, and the Big O just found that pill again, and it's back up, Evan, to an 8-point game just like that.
Yeah, Cruz forced to bring in Johnson and Boeheim, starters who were resting. Owoma the answer, and Tosan has 15 in his return to the Cruise.
I think offensively the Crews are starting to get some improvement in that post offense, especially without Johnson, but defensively they really need to pick it up with Owoma down there and Knight.
Mangus amidst the trees throws it outside to Darius McGee. Not even close. Knight the rebound with Shibwe sniffing around.
I think Jones might have blocked it, Evan.
Now Chandre's got the ball. Owoma has been that man on a mission the last couple of offensive trips. Knight trying to rebound Owoma's miss. Out of bounds off Nathan Knight.
Yeah, Knight complaining that he got fouled, and good effort, but again, Shibwe just wins out on so many of those one-on-one battles. Jace Johnson will come in, try to help the effort down low.
Johnson, Boeheim check back in. So the Crews have 3 starters on the floor, but Owoma's been a starter all year. Just came off the bench today in his G League return, so essentially 4 starters on the floor.
That's right.
Shibwe on Johnson. Jace, a late foul call, and Oscar Shibwe back to the line.
That's his third. Something to note. Not awful, but Got to be careful against Shibwe, but force him to earn it when possible. We'll see Oscar go to the line and try to earn it as Mangus checks out.
And the problem with Shibwe today is when he does get to the free throw line, he's been pretty darn good. He's made 4 of his first 5 at the charity stripe.
They've been all net. He doesn't even touch rim. Like everything's just money, like that.
Yep, bingo. That's 28 for Shibwe, who is double his season average in scoring today.
28 and 20 and 9 minutes to go.
It's called a productive afternoon at the office. Almost starting to feel it. Double coming. Someone's got to be open. Jones throws to an open Amude. Still has not made a 3 in this game. Somehow Amude only has 2 points.
Yeah, he's had games like this year, but it's not over and it's not too late for him to get hot.
McGee not there. Owoma rebound.
They're going to need him.
Back up to an 8-point game. Boeheim probing and kicking. Jones wants a reset. Johnson comes to help. Buddy catch and shoot. Boeheim has been money from behind that long line.
How about Buddy? His 5th triple and 7 tries on point tonight. Blackjack 21 points.
Payton, good. He has taken Jones to school in this quarter.
Credit Indiana. They've taken advantage of that size differential.
Jones, a little strong. Shibwe, his 21st rebound.
Yeah, Jones is behind. He tripped on the cameraman.
McGee knocked down 3. Jamel McMillan timeout. Indiana has surged that lead back to double digits. Cruz did take the lead in the 3rd quarter, but the well-balanced Mad Ants have taken a double-digit lead again. Darius McGee, one of the best basketball players in the history of Liberty University, his first bucket today.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
Every morning, I woke up with stabbing pain in my feet. Plantar fasciitis, the doctor called it. All I know is it really hurt. One visit to Fix My Feet today and the pain was gone. And even better, the custom arch supports I got worked in all my shoes.
Don't wait. End your foot pain now. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Still time for the Crews to come back in this game, but down by 10 coming down the stretch in the 4th quarter. Whole lot of things have happened with this team since they were last home on the 13th. Stanley Amude signs a 2-way. Buddy Boeheim gets a new 2-year 2-way deal. Tosada Woma on the 2-way. Malcolm Cazelon leaves the team. Now has returned with the Westchester Knicks starting this weekend on Saturday and Sunday. But Chad, the theme for this team coming into the game was we have the band back together. Amude, Boeheim, Roden, Johnson, Simpson, they're all back together, even with those runs up with the Pistons. Right now they got work to do. Still over half this 4th quarter to go, but Indiana on a nice little run here.
Yeah, and they got the band back together, but it's been a minute since they've jammed together. So they are back, but there was a pause in between. We got to remember that. And we're seeing that today with the spurts and times.
Boeheim shot fake. Working on Brown. That is Buddy Boeheim's growth in a nutshell this season.
You said it. Drives, banks it against a taller defender, an athletic defender. I mean, that's why he's getting 2-year, 2-way deals.
Brown on the cut and the finish.
It's a tough check the other way for Boeheim. And Brown dunked it so hard he hurt his wrist.
28 for the former five-star out of the Twin Cities. Roden. Good. Jared Roden, 31 points.
Just continuing to cook things up. Fun to watch Jared Roden emerge here this morning.
Alfred Payton shoots, misses. Johnson the rebound. Boeheim had the D.
Needed to stop there. Down 8, 6:20. Plenty of time, but you got to have efficient offensive sets here.
Offensive foul. It's on Roden.
That's his fourth, and yeah, he wrapped that arm around it. And Roden does have something to say about it, but I mean, this is just a problem for the Cruise. He cannot afford to pick up another one between now and that 2-minute mark.
Playing defense here on McGee. Shibwe for Wong. Wong lob. Shibwe the catch. Johnson hanging tough. Oscar Shibwe, no.
Can't defend him any better than Jace Johnson did there.
Boeheim lets it go. Oh, come on, Buddy Boeheim. That's absurd.
Buddy Ball feeling it. 6 for 8. Buddy never late, on time with that triple.
26 for Buddy. Missed 2 threes all day. He's 43% from 3 this year. He can't miss today. Cruiser alive.
The Motor City Cruise has the ultimate fan experience. There's something for the whole family. Whether you're battling it out with Turbo, hitting the party deck for your birthday, performing at halftime, chopping it up with players, or just enjoying some good old Detroit!
The future of the NBA, that's starting today. Welcome to the NBA G League. Today, we're panning for nuggets of gold, searching for what's never been seen. Today, watch us set new trends and crown new kings. Today, we're igniting the spark that's blazing new trails. Buckle up and watch today's G League become tomorrow's NBA.
You know, there aren't many excuses for kids to cheer on Education Day, but the Cruise over the last couple of minutes are giving them some excuses. Buddy Boeheim can't miss from deep. 6 of 8 from 3, 26 in the game. Oh, by the way, Jared Roden has 31 in this game, 5 off his career high. And with under 6 to go, Chad, we got a ball game. Indiana only up by 5.
Yeah, 7-2 run. It's been impressive.
Can the Cruise keep getting stops? That's your next question. Oh my goodness, Kendall Brown again, attacking the rim with anger.
Man, can he get up? Explosive. We've seen him rise tonight in Detroit. It's been impressive.
30 for Brown, who averages 16 per game. 10 on the ticker. Boeheim wants to let that thing go. Buddy driving and shooting. Short that time. Alfred Payton eyes up. Down the avenue. Fouled by Tosan Owoma. And Payton a little slow getting up.
Brown has tied his season high. It's now the 3rd time he's gone with 30, but next points will be his career high. You see this rip drive and the Tosan swat that was a little too handsy.
You know, when you look at the stat sheet, Chad, for Alfred Payton in this game, missed the 1 for 2, still Indiana ball. 8 points for Payton in this game, but when you dive deeper and you watch the thing from start to finish, you understand how vital he is for the Mad Ants.
He's been very good defensively. He's also been rebounding the basketball, and he leads them in assists in this game.
Mangus shot fake, moving on Roden, and he walks. Cruz gonna stop.
much needed stop. They didn't get it with that missed free throw. They should have had that. That's a boo-boo that can't happen, but they do get the basketball back here. Here comes Simpson and company. They have to score on this possession. Very important.
Starting 5 on the floor, save for Uwoma. Amude's not on the floor right now. Simpson with room. Another missed 3. He's missed 4 threes today. Alfred Payton shaking on Johnson. Kick, Kendall Brown. Long rebound. Of course Payton got it.
No box out, no attention on a long rebound, and it burns the Crews.
Payton. Mangus off the feed. Got it.
Just a lost defensive assignment. Mangus, one of their best outside shooters, knocks it home. That's huge. It's a double-digit lead just like that. It was just down to 2.
Offensive foul. It's on Jace Johnson. That's his 4th.
Yeah, this is where you want to stop the Avalanche. And Jamel McMillan knows that it starts on the defensive end with a stop here, and you restart and try to rally, but you got to get a stop here, and Indiana's been very efficient offensively the last 3 sets.
And oh, by the way, look who's not on the floor right now for the Mad Ants, Oscar Tshiebwe.
Yeah, that's going to build confidence too and preserve him.
Under 4 to go. Payton sizing up Simpson. Scored it again. Largest lead of the quarter for Indiana.
7-0 run.
Simpson for Boeheim. They double him, but he had a smile on his face as that double came.
Sign of respect.
Roden for Uwoma. Gotta let it go. Missed it. Big boy rebound Johnson. Right back up with it. No whistle, he wanted one. Boeheim, another interception.
Been watching Iffy.
Yes, he has. Simpson tries again. Johnson, another rebound. Jace Johnson working hard.
And finally it pays off. A lot of hard work down there, battling the big boys for Indiana. And we're going to get a timeout here by Tom Hankins.
Wants to get Tshiebwe back in with 3:04 to go. As they call that timeout, Chad, what's the focus for Indiana? Is they staved off the Crews' push. They've got this thing back to double digits. How do the Mad Ants get this game to the finish line?
I think they pass the basketball around the perimeter, run a lot of clock, and get an efficient look like they've had all night. There's just no need to take a fast shot. You've got all the momentum in the world. And, you've got Oscar Tshiebwe, who's on that bench. We'll see if he checks in, but it's been his kind of night, Evan, the way he's been able to score inside, outside, controlled the paint with the rebounding and the scoring, and then you get emotional dunks like that to keep your team excited and engaged. And, but to answer your question, this is a possession that you have to be patient on. No quick shots, no bad shots, and there's no reason for that. You want to keep momentum on your side.
This game has had a little bit of everything. 13 lead changes, 7 ties. Crews eliminated a 20-point deficit to the Mad Ants, but now they've got this thing in control with 3 minutes to go. Brown for Mangus. Back to Payton. Alfred Payton working on Uwoma. Buddy Boeheim steals it. Throws it ahead to Simpson. And Xavier Simpson with a two-handed flush.
How about Boeheim starting it with a swipe, and the throw ahead was perfect. Over the head, gentle Willie Mays lay-in pass.
2.5 to go. Alfred Payton. Survey, shoots, and scores.
Look at him run back, too. Looks like he's not at full strength, but just a professional move to get one to go and a big answer.
Cross-court feed back to Simpson. One more, Jared Roden. A rare miss. Clear out Wong. Simpson fouled him, and Xavier just can't believe it.
Yeah, he's frustrated, and rightfully so. It's been one of those days where you come back, and you and I talked off air, you spend all of the energy coming back from a big deficit, and what's going to be left in the end. And I think the Crews have just sort of run out of gas here. Got to really rally, but it's been a great effort, but too many comebacks today against this efficient Indiana team.
Team that's going for its 30th win of the season, by the way. Isaiah Wong Good. That gets them that much closer to win number 30.
And they've been a tough matchup for a lot of folks, and they came in hot. Winners of 3 of 4. They've won all 3 against the Crews this year, kind of had their number. It's a matchup problem for the Crews.
Simpson, pass, Tosan Owoma. Still, though, that was a great pass by Simpson.
Beautiful, beautiful bullet pass. And there, like you said earlier, there's been looks in this game. There's been offensive plays that have created open looks that they were intended to do. Crews have not shot the basketball well in this game.
Yeah, they're hovering around 33% from 3. That pass was taken away by Owoma. And then he almost lost it. They actually called a foul on Shibwe, but the problem right now the Crews are facing, Chad, is two-pronged. A, you're also facing Indiana, but you're also facing the clock. There's only 1:16 left.
Yeah, you got to heat up from 3, and it's been a high volume of 3s. Buddy Boeheim, your best outlet, with 6 triples in the game. Roden with 5. So we get a look at some of Roden's highlights here. Done it from outside, 5 triples, and an efficient 13 of 18 today. He's took it to the rim. It's good to see Roden back on track, but this is a game where you needed somebody else to be on track. You needed the Tosan emergence. You needed, Boeheim can only do so much. You need that third guy. Didn't have it today.
Simpson, another great find to Johnson. He's worked so hard down there today against Shibwe.
He is 10 points, but the grit below, it's really helped this team.
Steal here. Steal Jared Roden. Simpson, the follow, and now it's a little interesting with 54 seconds to go.
Still alive. Need to create turnovers if you're the Crews.
Boeheim tipped it. Apparently it went out of bounds off Buddy.
Yeah, no argument. It's close right in front of us. Relentless Crews group. We know that. We've learned that all season long, no matter who's in the playing mix.
I wonder when they foul here. Menges for Wong.
I think you have to do it now. Sorry, Evan.
Wong inside, no whistle. Crews get a stop. How about that decision from Indiana?
Curious. I told you, I think they need to run clock. They didn't, and now they're down a guy because Wong's gimpy. Chance to make some money here.
They're going to make it. Johnson the dunk. We got a ball game. Indiana's got to call timeout. Tom Hankins was just yelling at Wong, you got to get back on defense there.
Yeah, and Jamel McMillan's not happy either, but the Crews have come alive and said, hey, this game's not over. And the relentless defensive pressure, look at this. Tosan ahead, and it looked like the Mad Ants stopped play. And I'm not sure if there was a whistle. It's loud in here, I'll be honest. We haven't heard it this loud in a long time, and we're grateful for the noise, but it's hard to hear whistles and hard to hear things on the floor. But Jamel McMillan was not happy after that play, and I don't know what he came off thinking. I was thinking perhaps they were going to wave off the last points, but it looks like they do keep him on the board here. 6-point game, Evan, and the defensive game plan has to continue for the Crews. Force turnovers or foul early. Indiana's not going to do that again and take a bad shot.
No, they're not. A couple of careless decisions by Indiana here over the last 20 seconds.
Big time. Not like the way they play, and Crews will take it. They're going to force them to go full court, too.
Boeheim, Roden, Simpson, Owoma, Johnson. 4 of the 5 starters. Owoma did not start this game in his G League return. Menges for Payton. Back to Menges. Pressure coming. He throws it ahead to McGee, and Boeheim commits the foul.
It's Boeheim's 3rd foul. Jace Johnson has 4 fouls. Roden with 4 as well. So those are not 2 guys that you want fouling. Put McGee at the line, and this is a team that's been very efficient at the line. Indiana 10 of 12 in this game.
You do shoot 2 free throws in the last 2 minutes of the 4th quarter. I don't know how much it matters for McGee. He's 83% this season from the charity stripe.
Yeah. Rough night shooting the ball from the floor, but not from the free throw line. 2 big ones there.
Crews still have a pulse, but they got to go. Simpson for Boeheim. No good. Owoma's going to foul, and Indiana is on the doorstep of win number 30 in what has been a great season for the Mad Ants. They got to that Showcase Cup championship game against Westchester, and still, in the second half of the season, you can see it. A 15-9 record, a team littered with guys who were great in college, and just a well-built group at this level of pro basketball.
It is, and they're about to move into that 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. They're a great team, good organization. And look, it's not over for the Crews. They're in the 9 spot now. They want to get up in the top 6. They're about a game and a half away from that. Jamel McMillan, with 11 games left, still has some goals in sight. This is a team that made it in the playoffs in a fine Showcase Cup season. They've still got some things left to be said with a group, Evan, that's going to get more familiar and re-familiar with each other.
Simpson, gorgeous move. 2 more points. He'll finish with 15. Crews will still pressure. Payton looking for an outlet. It's Kendall Brown for Mangus, and the Motor City Crews will let this thing bleed out. The Indiana Mad Ants have been the Motor City Crews' kryptonite this season. They've played them 4 times. They've beat them every single time. Crews had their full complement back with a big crowd on an education day, but the Mad Ants, like they've done to so many this G League season, just too much. Staved off a Crews rally and got this thing to the finish line. That's win number 30 in 41 total games for the Indiana Mad Ants this season.
Yeah, and better days ahead for the Motor City Crews. Home games, a stretch coming up, and we're fortunate to have the Crews when they return back to the Motor City on Saturday.
Saturday and Sunday against a new foe, the Westchester Knicks, who won the Showcase Cup championship, but their roster has changed since that point. They're actually the worst in the Eastern Conference since that point. Big weekend coming for the Crews, but after this one, the smiles on the faces of the Indiana Mad Ants. Alfred Payton and all those guys in white, blue, and yellow can smile. Win for Indiana, and we're back to Midtown Detroit to wrap it up right after this.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. We all know that our wives and daughters deserve special attention, but that's especially true when it comes to their knees. Do you know that females are at a 2 to 5 times risk compared to their male counterparts when it comes to blowing out their knees? It doesn't seem fair, but it's true. The reasons include the way females are made and the way they fire their muscles. But fortunately, there are injury prevention programs out there that can greatly decrease this risk of injury. And if you do know a female who blows out her ACL, don't despair. We have neat, innovative, minimally invasive ways to fix their knees and get them back onto the field. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
I love running and working out, but my heel pain was devastating. So I go to fix my feet today, and in about 30 minutes, I walked out pain-free and could not believe it.
Even if you think you tried everything and nothing has worked for you, call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Heck of a way to start your Thursday morning and afternoon. Great basketball game. Crews were down by 20 in the first half. They come back to take the lead in the second half, but Chet, I think you nailed it on the head. The Crews just used up all their gas to come back, and the Mad Ants had more left in the tank and ended up getting the win here today.
Yeah, you only get so much juice, and that juice sort of ran out on the Crews. Valiant effort today, to be able to come back from a 20-point deficit, take a lead of 3 points at one point in the second half, but just not enough against a team like Indiana that you can't fall from behind much, and just too much easy looks for Indiana in the paint. And Oscar Tshiebwe, a big part of it. His monster game, 28 and 25, tells a lot of the story. But Kendall Brown was unstoppable today in a career-high 32 points. He was special, so you get two guys going like that, and despite the 31 from Roden and the 26 from Boeheim, the 6 triples, Cruz just didn't have enough today to do it on their home court.
And Chad, before we sign off, looking forward to this weekend for the Cruz, a team that all of a sudden in danger of missing the playoffs, as you see those numbers. You know, it's a good day when you have a guy score 28 points and he doesn't lead your team in scoring. Pretty good day. A
pretty good day. And you said it, the home games this weekend. I mean, it's nice that the Cruz play Saturday, Sunday, wash this taste out of their mouths, and try to get right for a weekend sweep against one of the worst teams in the G League, and get the Cruz back to good before they head out for a 5-game trip, which will really tell the tale of where this team's going to go, either playoffs or not. And it's been a lot good to talk about for the Cruz, but their goal is to get in that playoffs, and it's ahead of them and still obtainable.
We'll talk to you again in just about 48 hours. But for now, we say thanks for joining us on this Thursday morning and early afternoon in the great American city of Detroit, Michigan. For Chad Bush, Carol Isles, and our entire outstanding crew, led by our fearless leader behind the scenes, Alex Westfall, Evan Stockton saying thanks for watching from Wayne State Fieldhouse on a Thursday filled early on with some great G League basketball. One of the best in this league, Indiana staves off the Cruz and beats them for the 4th time this season. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk to you again this weekend for the Motor City.
This copyrighted broadcast of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA G League.